If you ever want to leave Hirschbach or any other place, here are the ingredients that you need to leave. You need a little plastic. You need a little plastic, okay? Like going to the grocery store. See that? You need some plastic. You got to have some credit. If you ain't got no credit, you need to get some credit. You need some paper, some paper, some paper, some paper. You need some paper. Everybody, Low Jockey here. Haven't recorded in a while. I have been busy, and I feel like since I haven't recorded, I got to tell you guys what's going on with me right now. The title, Why I Left Hirschbach, and then you see the two animals smashing heads, boom, boom, boom. That's pretty much what I was doing with Hirschbach. I was bumping heads with him. The main reason that I left actually is because home time. This particular time going home, I was out for going on 6 weeks, and I had my daughter's high school graduation coming up, and I put in my time to go home. I did 2 weeks in advance to give them plenty of time to get me home, route me to the house. So as it gets closer to the time to get me to the house, they start giving me some weird loads. I asked to be home on a Tuesday. They got me somewhere in Wisconsin on a Wednesday picking up a load to deliver somewhere else by Thursday at midnight. And my daughter's graduation is on a Friday. So you can see where there's a problem going on right there. So I got a conflict of interest. But the part that really took me over the top, which even made me consider leaving Hirschbach, was a couple of days before that, I had a load going from Crete, Nebraska to Denton, Texas. Denton is one of the terminals, of course. And on my trip, I just leave. It was a normal day. I leave. It was a kind of short trip, about 500, a little bit over 500 mile trip, nothing. So I leave Crete, Nebraska. I'm headed to Denton. And on the way, I'm just getting phone call after phone call after phone call. And I'm like, I'm kind of ignoring my driver manager because me and him had been going back and forth with words, and it was like bothering me. Why is this guy calling me? So after about the 7th or 8th call, he calls me, and I answer. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? He's like, hey, what's going on with you? I'm like, I'm good. What's going on with you? Why are you calling me so much? He's like, I'm calling to see if you're loaded. I'm like, bro, about 3 hours ago, I put in my loaded call. I'm loaded. Why are you asking me this? Oh, you got to start calling in for your loads when you're loaded and unloaded. And it started just getting to be micromanaged, And in the beginning, they were showing how technologically advanced they were by having the apps and, PeopleNet. If you work at Hirschbach, when you get to a place, you say, I have arrived. When you get loaded, you say you're loaded. You put in, all the information about the load, and you take off. So why is it I got to add an extra step and call in? When number one, when you go to pick up a load, you have to go to the shipping office, give them a pickup number. They verify it. From there, they send you to the yard to grab whatever trailer, and they tell you what number to grab. That's 2 steps. The third one, you can't go past the security guard because he's going to check everything also. That's 3 steps. Not only that, but he's checking the temperature, the trailer, the seal, everything. That's the 3rd step. Number 4, I punch all this stuff into the computer to say, hey, I'm loaded with this. It weighs this much. Everything is good. And finally, you want me to call you again to say, hey, I'm loaded. You see how that can be really stupid. Now, I think what's happening was, it's a few drivers that just can't get it right. They'll get loaded and just take off. They won't punch in any information. So they kind of group me into that category. And I was just upset that this guy was so micromanaging me. And he's like, oh, it's been like this from the beginning. I'm like, dude, I've been here for like 5 months. It hasn't been like that. I haven't had a problem. I never had a problem picking up the load. I've never been late. Nothing. What's going on? Then he says to me something that just set a light bulb off in my head. A light bulb and a freaking nuclear explosion. He said, what's the name on the outside of the truck say? I'm like, what does he mean? What are you talking about? Basically, in a nutshell, he's like, it says Hirschbach on the outside of the truck, so you got to do whatever the hell we say do. Now, at the same time, I'm thinking like, so what's up with the whole lease purchase? You got your LLC on the side of the truck. And the answer in a nutshell is, I'm nothing. I'm nothing but a company driver with a mask on that says Load Jockey LLC. And I'm sure that in the event that Hirschbach wants to disassociate themselves with me and leave me out there to get my ass kicked, they'll let Load Jockey LLC be out there. You know what I mean? So, in a nutshell, they were telling me, it's their truck, it's their company. I'm going to do what the hell they got to say and do. Now, fate has it that I am taking the truck to where? Denton, Texas. That's a Hirschbach terminal. And this guy pissed me off so bad that I made arrangements with Hertz Rental Car. I made arrangements with them. I didn't tell them nothing. Now, a lot of you guys might say, hey, maybe you went overboard. But I got a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see my daughter graduate, and they were playing with that. I told them 2 weeks in advance when I wanted to be there, and they were screwing around. You know what I mean? Then on top of that, you talking to me crazy, micromanaging me, and then telling me, what's the name on the outside of the truck say? So in actuality, the whole LLC game, this is for whoever's watching, my friends, the people I met, the people I respect, the LLC is I'm not going to call it a scam. It's just a marketing tool. It's just a tool to get drivers, just like the satellite TV, just like the satellite radio. It's just something to try to hold on to drivers, which is a retention tool. And this goes out to all my buddies, you know. But luckily for me, when I came to Hirschbach, I brought my LLC with me. They didn't help me create it. I didn't go through their Guzman law firm. So I brought this with me. And guess what that means? When I leave, I take it with me. No strings attached. Okay? So that was my problem with Hirschbach. They just started being so micromanaging that you're driving the good drivers away. What they really want is a dumbass or somebody who's kind of broke. Okay? This is what they want. They may not tell you that. This is my opinion, though. I don't want to shoot everybody. You know, it's maybe 1,000 drivers over there, and this don't fit for everybody. But what they want is company-minded drivers, a company-minded driver, a company driver. No matter what all the LLC stuff says, they want somebody with the same mentality as a company driver. Do as you're told. And I did that to a certain extent, but when you tell me I have some decision-making on my loads and where I want to go, I take that to heart. And since you couldn't let me do that, and then I'm getting all this crazy stuff from driver managers, you know. Not to mention that, I found myself sitting a lot. Now tell one of those DMs to go to work and sit there for 8 hours before they get paid. They'll laugh your ass out of the building. So why is it that you tell a driver that, hey, yeah, we'll pay you layover pay after you sit there for 24 hours. Where else in the fucking America does anybody sit there for 24 hours before they get paid? I mean, you're sitting in the truck. You're responsible for the truck to be at the right temperature. Your ass is working for free. And this is the problem. So when they start playing with the short mileage, you see what I'm saying? I got a guy who literally went into my comments. So you can go to my page and look over the stuff. This guy said that last year he was doing pretty good. This year sucks. And he can't even go home. Now, is that you? Are you guys, like I said, I made the Stockholm Syndrome video. Are you kissing their ass so much that you think they're helping you? Or do you got the guts to leave? I mean, it's hard to leave sometimes. There's a few things you might need. Let me show you what you need just to leave. If you ever want to leave Hirschbach or any other place, here are the ingredients that you need to leave. You need a little plastic. You need a little plastic, okay? Like going to the grocery store. See that? You need some plastic. You gotta have some credit. If you ain't got no credit, you need to get some credit. Just like the supermarket. You need some plastic and you need some paper. If you ain't got no paper, I know you're stuck. You need some paper, some paper, some paper, some paper. You need some paper. And I ain't showing off. I'm just protecting myself. Now I'm somewhere else right now. And if I don't have these two tools, if I don't have me some plastic and some papers, guess what? You got me stuck in a truck. You got me not knowing how I'm going to get home. They were nice enough to give you a rental car to get you there. But you better best believe they don't give a damn how you get back home, bro. If they're nice, they might get you a Greyhound. Now think about all the crap that's in your truck. How are you going to fit that on a bus? So like I said, get you some paper and some plastic ready. Because you don't know what's going to happen. And if you're not in that position, then unfortunately you have to deal with what they got going on or wherever you are until you can get to that position. All right? So that's why I left Hirschbach in a nutshell. They're very disrespectful. Just think about your last 4 weeks and what happened. If everything is going great for you, hey, stay there. But I'm not going to let somebody piss on my leg and call it warm water. That's just me. Okay? I don't care if I ain't have a penny to my name. That's like somebody spitting in your face. You're not going to do nothing. That's basically what this guy did. Spit in my face, telling me some what's the name on the side of the truck. And yet, yeah, I let the guy get under my skin. And he probably, whatever, bro. Whatever, I don't know. He's upset. He probably hated his damn life, so he left that on me. But at the same time, he enlightened me to the way that Hirschbach is thinking, because all these driver managers go to a meeting and they get trained the same way. It don't matter if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, okay? So, Hirschbach, I ain't mad at you. You do what you do. That's your business model, how you guys got that running. But eventually, some stuff's going to catch up with you just like the rest of these companies. Okay, you kind of misclassifying drivers as owner-operators when in reality, they don't own or operate shit. So, that's for all my friends, and you know who you are. I mean, you can keep working there. That's cool. Take advantage of the situation. Remember, get some of this cabbage right here, and then you can make a move when you get ready. So, some people are not that lucky, like the guy who told me he was afraid to go home. Bro, I hope the best for you, and I hope you can get enough bread and plastic to make sure you can do what you want to do. Now, where I am right now, these people are giving me an opportunity to buy a truck. To buy a truck. I have been approved to buy the truck. Okay? Just the selection that they have right now, I need more selection. So I'm just going to drive company for a while. Just for a little while. But I can buy the truck. Buy the truck. Every payment you make is going toward knocking that truck off. Every dime that you put into the maintenance account is yours. Okay? Hirschbach, they're making money, man. I'm not mad at them. They got it set up to where they get paid. So they give you a brand new truck. What's going to happen to a brand new truck? Oh, something could happen. Is it under warranty? Yes. So you paying extra. If you're driving 3,000 miles a week, you're paying at least $300 a week in maintenance account that you ain't never getting back. You know what I mean? So you add it up. You know, you could be paying, upwards of $3,000 a year for 3 years. So you paid $9,000 into a blowaway fund, and then they tell you have the opportunity to buy the truck at the end for like 50 grand. Okay? Hey, maybe you don't want to buy a truck, and that works for you. But I was doing okay with it, and I could live with it, but the problem was the disrespect. So, load jockey had to walk the walk and talk the talk. I found myself talking a lot and not doing shit. So I took action. I didn't even know it. It wasn't no premeditated stuff. I did not plan to get a load going to their yard. It just happened. It just happened. And you insult me, call me less than a man, whatever. Yeah, Hertz. You got a car for me? Oh, you got many cars. Yeah, let me get one. Oh, Uber, come pick me up. Take me to Hertz. Get my stuff. Give them their keys. Deuces. Walk away lease. That's the contract we signed. That's the way it's going to be. Now, am I expecting some kind of backlash from Hirschbach? Yes. However, make sure when you leave, you videotape the truck. Everything is as detailed as you can. Don't take no pictures. Videotape it. I'm not a smoker, so I don't want to see no cigarette burns in the seats. None of that. I got all that on tape. I don't have no pets. There ain't no hair nowhere. There ain't no damages, all right? But anyway, I'm rambling. I just want to let y'all know. Subscribe because the saga continues. And you know what's up. Giving a shout out to Wildbeard, Caravan D, KS Trucker Man, Darren, the new guys that I met that was talking to me on the phone. You can continue to talk to me. Hey, it's the same road, guys. The same truck stops, the same deliveries to the same places. I'll see y'all out there on the road. Low Jockey, out.